Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Fiaura. So, got a couple things to go over real quick before we start this battle. One, I need your Armored Warfare replays, because the Armored Warfare replay system, yeah, we'll talk about Armored Warfare in a War of Tanks video. Because the replay system is counterintuitive, we lost all the replays from before the previous patch, so I need new ones. Two, the Total War Warhammer campaign for the live stream will be at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday, aka probably in a few 12 to 15 hours from when you see this video. That's midnight Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Central European Standard Time, because that's when it releases. I'm going live a few minutes before it releases, get the game installed and get moving. And the last thing is there's going to be a lot of collaborations in the coming weeks with both old and new friends. So hopefully you guys find some more content that you like, whether it be for Armored Warfare or Total War or whatever. And in the meantime, let's get to talking about this. We got extraneous in a Cromwell B. Quote from him, "This is the best Cromwell game I've ever had." Well, let's just find out what he's talking about, shall we? He has located a Panzer IV-D in front of him that is stopped to engage him. It has a 75mm derp gun or a 50mm armor-piercing shot. Let's find out what it's shooting at him, and let's see what he can do against it. Oh, God! He just found an Oi that could end him with a single shot. And wow! That was just... He pokes up with just enough gun depression, has a full aim, and just fires anyway. Because, you know, still more than half the time the shot still goes to the center of the circle, even if the shell's not fully aimed. That could have been game ending. And he's here with just enough of his turret exposed to shoot. Ooh! I think that M4 Sherman tried to just take his life there, but thanks to the angle of his armor, he was able to not die quite yet. He fires into the back of the turret, one, because it's more vulnerable, and two, because that's where the ammo rack is. You're trying to at least reduce that guy's reload. The Sherman hits him in the track. You got some lucky areas you've been shot in so far, because if not for that, you would be dead, and if not for the OI's gross inaccuracy, you might be dead too. Oh! T-34 with its huge bloom tries to take a snapshot. Doesn't get it. He gets the M6 before the guy can pull the trigger. And there goes the 34. That's 2 kills, rapid fire. He's going around to outflank the M4 Sherman now. The M4 Sherman isn't paying attention, but he derps his shot. So does the Sherman! Oh God, he's alive by sheer stupid luck now! He's trying not to wait for the full zoom to shoot. He got another lucky... This thing does not have the thickest armor, and... Well! That's what you get for backing out in front of an OI there, Matilda. And the enemy OI, of course, is exposing his weakest armor, the side armor, to Extraneous, and Extraneous has no problem, and now he's cleaning up the enemy, making sure to shoot into the precision center of the rear, because in the AT series of tanks, the side rears are still thick. The center rear is where you want to hit, or you want to shoot it into the engine deck where the exhaust ports are. So far, he's hit the vast majority of his shots, and now he's coming up on more enemies. A camping enemy who's waiting for him, a Skoda T-25 with an auto-loading clip, misses 2 of his 3 shells. And a VK with a 75mm, a Covenator. He's getting a lot of bouncing. And it's because he's just poking over just enough to not be able to shoot, to just shoot and then duck back. Poke over just enough, shoot, duck back. That's exactly what he's doing right now. See how he's looking into his crosshair? Like he's going ahead and going into zoom before he pokes up? A lot of players don't do that. And you should. Because you expose just enough to get your gun out. Makes it really hard to shoot you back. And he's taking the shot before it's zoomed, which is something I do all the time. And the shot still connects. I'm actually kind of pissed off when the shot doesn't connect. Shooting on the move, of course, highly recommended right now. And 2 hits for it. Sweet! He's coming through, driving straight towards the enemy base. Full tilt like nobody's tomorrow. He's looking for that artillery piece. and hoping he doesn't get shotgunned by that French artillery. Sneaky, sneaky French artillery. Enemy Cromwell, that he's now giving some more surprise butt sex out to. Gets 2 good hits into it. And decides, you know what, I'm going to go find that artillery because he's only got one place he can hide. And he's not here! Surprise! He's over there, and he just tried to end Extraneous' life. I don't think Extraneous is going to make it. I'm just saying, there's no eye that's right there that really wants to just blow that artillery up. He's on fire. 2, 1, game over. Take your capture points for extra credits and XP and go home. So that was fast, furious, and straight to the point. Wasn't it, everybody? I think it was. Now let's go take a look at the post-game results and then talk about it. And talk about how he used his Cromwell properly and aggressively. So here we have it. You guys thought there was going to be a transition, didn't you? It's right here. Just straight in. Now he is stating, didn't quite expect it to work. I wouldn't have expected it to work either, but the enemy was way too timid. An M6 afraid of getting into a short-range brawl with a Cromwell? Really? Not to mention the fact the enemy technically had them outnumbered on that flank, and they still were not aggressive enough to just stop what basically amounts to one little Cromwell. He got his Ace Tanker Award, Bruiser, which means that he was basically shooting just about everything that was shooting him. Fire for Effect. Basic Competency Medal. Did you get a Fire for Effect medal? Then you did your job. At the very minimum, that is a basic competency level. Do your hit points and damage, did your job. High Caliber. Top Gun! So this means that he did the most damage on his team and got the most kills, as well as securing a minimum of 6! Woohoo! Took a reasonably aggressive position in what was normally a heavy corridor. I was a touch worried about the lack of support of the volume enemies, but ended up not mattering. At around 13 minutes to take the entire flank at one time, and 5 kills later, he's off clearing the map, which is exactly what happened. Now, he did get 4 enemy shots to ricochet off of him, and the Cromwell is not known for having particularly thick armor, but it's because of the angle he was approaching it at, combined with making sure to just expose just enough of him, so the enemy is having to shoot some pretty extreme shots, like little pinpoint areas that they can penetrate. Otherwise, they're hitting at that 60-degree mark, and once you hit it more than 60 degrees, it's an auto bounce. Team score. He can say he carried the weight of the entire team. 29 damage, which is kind of a hilariously silly number to have in terms of damage. But 6 kills, 1,500. Here's a bunch of XP you can convert. That is like a module on a vehicle right there for anything tier 5 and less. There's his medal count. His platoon mate died early, but did provide some damage support. But to show you how much he mattered to his team, when I do the calculation here, 29, let's take away, let's see how many tanks he made up for. So 29, we see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his allies did absolutely zeros. And then he has some allies who do 126, 51, 430, 227, 780 on the artillery, 816. So there's only 2 tanks when we combine the rest of the team's damage that he did not actually cause more damage than for the rest of his team combined, and that's these 2 that are right underneath him. These 4 vehicles right here, plus the artillery, carried the weight of the rest of the team. Enemy team, I mean, you've got a bunch of... You guys did see the campers at the end. You have an AT-2 that did no damage. Obviously not the upgraded 6-pounder extreme rapid fire gun with 110 points of penetration, or he was just sitting here ricocheting off this OI, which we can see he was not just ricocheting off the OI. He's just missing or not doing any damage or not shooting. Enemy Cromwell at the end did engage early and then pulled back and kept fighting. Good kudos to you, sir, for fighting to the bitter end, but eventually you just got overran. Total stats, 29 shots fired, 24 hit, and very few of those were full zooms. But most of them were at point-blank range. This should teach you all something. Snapshots are not a bad thing. Take them. Seriously. 8 hits received, but 3 of them bounced. And if the 3 hadn't bounced, I think they might have actually killed him with a decent high roll from it. Lastly, he spotted 7, so he did his reconnaissance job as a medium tank with 7 spots. 10 enemies damaged, 6 destroyed. 700 points of assist at point-blank range. Who would know? And he traveled 2 kilometers. You're in a medium tank. You're going to move around. It's a fact of life. 6,376 XP, 283 free XP. He can use gold to convert all of that to free experience off of his nice little premium tank. So that's a lot to take in. But I think it was fun. It was nice to watch. It was fast and furious. And you know what? I haven't done a World of Tanks replay in almost a week. So I figured I'd do something. And he did send me this nice replay about a couple days ago. So if you guys did like this video, shoot the like button with your main cannon. Let the world know you enjoy Fiaura's content. Also, to further let the world know, you can share it on Facebook, Twitter, social media, whatever. Please, it helps the channel. And we're trying to hit 5,000 as quick as I can. At 4750, I'm going to be announcing a contest with prizes for you guys. So let's get there. If you'd like to see the previous World of Tanks video, it's off to my left. I got it right this time. It's off to my left. You want to see more stuff by me, Fiaura? There's a big red button that says subscribe. Caress it like you would a gentle lover. And I'm saying all these weird phrases about the like and subscribe button because if I said it otherwise, you guys wouldn't pay attention. Lastly, there is the Patreon page. Dun da da da. It's how you support the channel. Anybody who's a patron for more than 2 months has the right to become a moderator if they so wish to for my live streams, which happen right here on YouTube, which I will see all of your lovely faces, hopefully at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Warhammer Total War release. Oh, it's Total War Warhammer. Either way, I'll hopefully see all of you there. And we're going to be running a Chaos campaign. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura signing out for right now, and I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye, guys. Have fun and blow stuff up.